So I'm Danny Dance. I'm a house music DJ out here in town, Salt Lake City. I came from Miami about a year and a half ago and fell in love with house music actually here in Salt Lake. So I've been working hard to try to spread it a little bit, grow it beyond the clubs and get it in some new places. I think one of the things that made me decide to pursue house music was a couple of things. One, I've loved dancing since I was in high school, and so I've always had a love relationship with music, and dancing. At the same time, when I was very young, my parents played a lot of great music at the house. My grandmother, my dad, everybody, and early on, I realized I had a real interest in making music at some point. When I found house music, it was just like the perfect fit because I get to dance to it the way I enjoy dancing. It really moves me. It's very inspiring music. There's a lot of different styles, but you've got the soulful, funky stuff. You've got the Latin stuff. You've got the tech house to get really hyped. There's like 10 other categories of the music. So it's just a combination between always wanting to make music and always loving dancing. So the way I got into house music and house dancing actually is I met this guy out here, a friend of mine, Sean Parker, and I was at this club one night, just breaking, and then he started house dancing, and I was floored. I'd never seen anything like that. So started learning how to house dance. It turned out he was actually a house DJ, and he taught me a lot about how to DJ house music, what kind of music to play, a lot of the mechanics and the aesthetics of being a house music DJ I got from him. And then I was also inspired by local DJs like Jesse Walker, who at the time had his long-running nightlight residency at the W Lounge. Those are some very good first positive experiences with house. Life as a DJ, is really interesting, because you're doing a lot of your work at night. You're at the clubs from 9 p.m. to 2 in the morning. If there are after parties involved, you're usually DJing those. So it's definitely a lifestyle that you have to love the night, and I do. I mean, I'm never in bed by like 3 in the morning in general, even on work days. And then, of course, if you have your day job, like I have, it's balancing both of them. So you've got events like Gallivan Center, ice skating to house music, and now people are bringing their families to something like this, and they're all, enjoying their time together. They're listening to house music. They're feeling great because the music is so joyful, and it's just creating this energy of, wow, this music has appeal to different age groups, different audiences. So house dancing is a style of dance that is completely upright for the most part. There's some floor work involved and some dips and things like that, but it's mainly upright. And it's improvisational, so you're literally feeling the music, you're dancing to it, whatever the music's bringing out of you. You might be listening to a Latin house track, and maybe a little salsa step that you learned, in a class comes out, or you might hear something that's real deep, like you're on a New York City subway platform waiting for the train, and so there's all these different feelings to the different categories of house music, and that all comes out in the house dancing. Right now, in terms of teaching house dance classes, what I do is I get together every Monday night for house night, as we all affectionately call it, and it's just a meeting place. It's open. Dancers from around the city come out, breakers, poppers, funk stylists, people in ballet programs. I mean, you name it, they're there. Voguers, and everyone just comes out. It's open session, so it's not a formal dance class, but I'm usually DJing live on the spot. We have little mini workshops on dance styles, and we all just kind of share that. Yeah, I would just encourage just anybody out there that loves dancing, that loves great music, that makes them feel alive, that moves them, that inspires them, that just makes them feel joy when they're dancing. Check out house music. And Salt Lake City's got a lot of talent, a lot of great DJs, a lot of great up-and-coming house dancers. Chacho Valdez, one of Utah's best house dancers right now, he once said to someone, house dancing is freedom. And I remember overhearing him and thinking, wow, that's a real beautiful way of putting this dance. It's freedom. There's no better way to describe it. So it's the freedom to move, the freedom to feel, the freedom to dance, to really dive into that music and feel it, and literally have it influence the kind of dance styles that come out.